morning. My name is Ifeimi Andrew, and now we begin with headlines on the Punch newspaper. This one here says, panic in ADC as EFCC goes after key members. Federal government begins recruitment of permanent secretaries for new ministries. Marketers, others slam NNPC over failed refineries, rehabilitation, neglect. Now, some of these headlines, I'm pretty sure a lot will get your attention, but most especially that of the ADC, the EFCC, and I'm pretty sure it's referring to Tambuwal. And many would, in regular Nigerian politics style, question, oh, now the EFCC realizes this, and it could possibly also have the soft undertone as to, perhaps it's, the party in power trying to go after those people that they believe are the financial muscle of this new coalition and this ADC political party. And if you look at it and you look at the history of how the politics of this country runs, you just might want to agree to a certain extent. I mean, there is a certain Ganduje who had videos that was released by some private investigator of dollars and all, and many would say, well, didn't see the EFCC, and following that to the latter, how all of that ended. It ended that basically there was court this and court that, injunction this and that, and that's it. It ended. So now they remember this one, and you're going to have all of those conversations, and it's quite understandable. Federal government generates 5.21 trillion naira from oil sales in the first half of this year. Federal government warns 3,598 workers of dismissal, orders fresh verification. Okay. Federal government warns 3,598 workers of dismissal, orders fresh verification. Ibom Air female passengers remand ignites selective justice uproar. I expected this to come, especially with the Kwam situation. But difference is, I think the minister made it clear that she didn't have sureties to come to the court and sign for her. So if she had those, she would have not been detained. She would have been allowed to leave and perhaps report to court when needed. Unfortunately, she didn't have that. And above all, I don't know what's happening with the airports. I don't know how this, with the Kwam one first and then this, and we don't know which one is next. We hope there isn't any other one that would follow. But it says a lot. It says a lot. JAMB to block admissions into institutions withholding matriculation list. Okay. You might want to check that out and find out the details. Those are some of the headlines you will see on the Punch newspaper. On the Vanguard, the lead headline here says, armed herders, Boko Haram, kill soldiers, others in Benue, Borno. Okay. We'd have to wait for what the defense headquarters would say about this. But so far, if you look at the Vanguard, this is what you would find there. And it's not new. I'm pretty sure a lot of people are aware of the activities of armed herders in parts of the north central, the northeast insurgency problem, the northwest even. So it's not really new. The only problem is after we had what we had in Benue, there was so much noise made by the government, sending everybody to Benue, move to Benue, relocate to. Okay, so what did that yield? And just like that, we've really not paid attention to how much improvement we now have in Benue. There are communities that have not been inhabited for over 10 years. I spoke with some of the community members at the time. You remember, I also spoke with the commissioner at the time, and he was telling us about how there were communities for years that have not been occupied by indigenes because of armed herders. And now we're hearing this again on the Vanguard newspaper. Still on the Vanguard, hunger, poverty in Nigeria beyond mere statistics. Obi, many would agree, but for the government, what makes sense is when the papers that are shown to them shows that the numbers are going down, but then the reality in the market, not many people are paying attention to that. And so when Obi says hunger, poverty in Nigeria beyond mere statistics, I'm pretty sure a few people would agree to that one. If you go onto the Vanguard, you find lots of headlines that would interest you. Tinubu appoints MKO Abiola's daughter as DG CLTC. Kwam 1 value jet saga, industry split over suspension of pilots. Okay. If you watch the video, you'd also understand that what the pilot perhaps shouldn't have lost his temper in the way that he did. I just felt like he got really upset and pissed at what happened. And there are procedures. If there are procedures and laws that you should follow before takeoff, you have to make sure the runway is clear and so on and so forth. And he didn't do those. Well, those offenses are something that is punishable. So, I mean, somebody has to be punished for that, even though we know that Kwamwan behaved in a very unruly manner. 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0007 are the numbers you can call. Again, 0817-923-0002. 0817-923-0007. You tell us your name, where you're calling from, and then you go straight to your reaction. Good morning.
Yes, this is Mike. Community.
We did not get that clearly. Your name is?
This is Fred Michael from Ukudom.
Okay, Fred Michael. Go on.
Yes, I want to talk about yes, coming after the two members of the ADC members. I want to beg on the president and the FCT minister. I know those are popular. Let them leave leaders and allow the election to play out. Let us see Nigeria to the block. I'm not beg ADC members, the rivers, the police, not to boycott the election. They will come out. We have supporters. We have more supporters in River State. My leader is there to see that. We have to look at when it comes to River State, but look at the massive crime. Because of the legacy he left behind in River State, people supported him. I want to beg my party, ADC, please to fully participate for this election. Not to boycott the election. I want them to come out on mass to vote. And we support our vote and guide our vote and protect our vote. So to match them one after the other, they allow different chance. And ADC will win so many local governments. Want to contest, please come out not to boycott the election. Let us participate in this election. Thank you very much, and God bless you.
All right, thank you very much. Nigeria Info, good morning. Okay. Hello, good morning, Nigeria Info.
Good morning, Jamie.
You're welcome. Good morning.
Thank you. My name is Bright Bush. I'm from Romodumaya.
Okay.
EFCC arrest Tambuwa on corruption basis. You know, I know that people will link him into politics because he's a member of the new coalition known as ADC. But the question is there any corruption issue between Tambuwa and the EFCC? If the answer is yes, he needs to go in for it. Let him go and clear himself to let the world know that I am not corrupt. But if you are corrupt, they should arrest him and prosecute him. So people should not make noise because he's a coalition member or ABC member. Let him answer his questions and be free and let Nigerians know that he's free. Thank you.
All right, thank you very much. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Yeah, good morning, my brother. Jacob Promise on Romodo.
Okay.
EFCC arrest Tambuwa.
Mm-hmm.
If they find him wanting or if they find him culpable, I think the law should take its course. I believe Tinubu's government is a pragmatic government. It's not a government that wants to condone those kind of meanness or those kind of attitude. Whoever is found wanting should be prosecuted. Thank you, Jacob Promise on Romodo.
All right. Good morning, Nigeria Info.
Yes, good morning.
Yep, good morning.
Yes, my name is Emeka, calling from Maryland.
All right, you're welcome.
About your in-house news this morning, EFCC arrested Tambuwa. My dear brother, I don't see anything there. EFCC is a security agent that is in charge of corruption. Tambuwa was a former governor. Maybe in one way or other, they have found one thing on him. I don't know why people are panicking. Is he above the law? He should go and answer himself. He's a man. He should go and defend himself. About the coalition, some people, some specialist individuals going to court to challenge local government election. Are they enemy of River State? They don't want River State to move forward. What is their interest? What is their interest with their paymaster? Are they only River State? Are we not River State? We are supporting this local government election because they are going to Supreme Court a judgment that all states should conduct local government election. River State cannot be.
All right. Let me ask you a question. Those Rivers people that went to court when the first election held, did they not want peace in Rivers State?
Yes, because they said there must be a local government election, and every state that is not a local government election, which that state is not complete.
No, I'm asking. There was a local government election that held last year in October that produced elected council chairmen. People went to court to stop that election. Those people that went to court that time, did they not want peace in Rivers State?
They don't know what they are doing at that time because the Supreme Court has touched that matter. Judiciary is free.
No, now, before they went to court, there was no Supreme Court. That's what I'm asking you. Before the people went to Supreme Court, there was no judgment. It was only an election that people did not want to happen. And they went to court to say, this election will not happen because we do not think the election is good. True or false?
It's true. Yes.
So those people that went to court that time, did they, according to you, did they also not want the progress of Rivers State?
No, that is their own personal interest.
Exactly. So why do you think that the people that are going to court now are not also doing that for their own personal interest? So because you're making the people going to court now look bad.
The majority also supported the election, but the election was illegal at that time.
Exactly. That was after they had gone to court. So let these people now who think that this election is illegal, let them go to court. If the court then gives a judgment, that's it.
Something that the National Assembly has passed. No law that there should be a local government election. And the president of Nigeria.
My brother, even the other time, there was a Supreme Court judgment. Thank you. The other time, there was a Supreme Court judgment that also said that people should go back and conduct election. The president even said there was even negotiations with the president to extend the time frame to about 2-3 months for some states, and we saw all the states going to conduct elections because clearly caretaker chairmen were not allowed in the various councils, and that was what led to the election we had in Rivers State. And some people went to court that time because they felt that the process was questionable, and they went to court and eventually got a judgment that nullified the election. All right, these people now in Rivers State feel also like this process is questionable, and that's why they are going to court. So nobody should try and make them look like villains for going to court and trying to see what the law has to say about the process. Good morning.
Good morning, Hanko.
Yeah, welcome.
If I can see this money, I'll give you a bottle of something. The other persons that went to court, like our people will always say, those who ain't shop something, they shop and make them not die. And those who ain't forbidden too, they forbid and make them not die. So why would you think that those who eat it are more superior than those who forbid it? Marketers, others, blame NNPCL for failed refinery and neglect. Am I right, Andrew? Before you know it now, they will tell you headlines, Vanguard newspaper or Punch. NNPC has increased price of petroleum products. So, Andrew, those things are increasing. Where are they refining it? Because the whole thing is just getting me pissed off. Now, at the end of the day, to now put people into some, I don't know how to describe it, and you keep determining price when you don't produce anything. Refinery, what they say make you do, will not see head, will not see tail. Then for the Yvonne Air and the selective justice, I think I see it that way. How come Kwan Wan was not taken to court? Andrew, how come the people who have banned Emerson for life from flying, how come it took that time they were so mute, they didn't say anything till today? Let me just say what I'm saying. For Emerson, it's less than 24 hours. They've come with life ban. He's already in prison. He's already this. Oh, nobody to take her on bail. Did you try Kwan Wan?
Okay.
Is there any law banning Kwan Wan from being taken to court for? His own is even worse because he poured the content of the container he was carrying on the air hostess. Nobody videoed that, nobody did anything, and nobody is talking about how a picture or a video come to air for everybody to now see our privacy. And people are, oh, we are banned, we are banned this, we are banned that. And Kiyamu is telling me, oh, we'll punish you. Punish who? Why not punish the entire aircraft and all those put together, the company? I beg. Thank you.
All right. Thank you very much, JJ. Nigeria Info, good morning.
Yeah, Andrew, good morning, sir.
All right, good morning to you.
Mrs. Ucheke, I'm calling from UK.
All right, go on.
Hospitals. I just want to bring to their notice this morning that General Hospital Okomo Okehi was also abandoned, has been abandoned, remained abandoned, and deserves a partnership too. It actually looks as if nothing is happening in Eche under the solar dome. I will blame my people for fighting each other instead of fighting how development will come down to their local government. I've taken exception to that by calling on the sole administrator this morning to please come to General Hospital. Okay, nothing, absolutely nothing has happened there for more than 4 years or thereabout. Please, something should be done. For those of them that have gone to court, I believe it's the normal thing to approach the court if you feel dissatisfaction. But then that also, if something meaningful will come out of it, but that doesn't mean that their ability or their right to go to court should be questioned. Everybody is licensed to go to court. When you feel you are being you are satisfied in one or two outcome of processes, then the lady and the Ibom Air fracas, I want to say, no matter the level or extent of our commitment or violation, I want to condemn the aspect of stripping her naked. Andrew, have you watched the video?
I have, but let's also put, I mean, playing the devil's advocate now, I think let's also play the devil's advocate a little bit. Because a lot of people push the narrative that they stripped her naked. It didn't look like, no, that was not what happened. They didn't strip her naked. She refused leaving, and then they had to forcefully evict her. Now, let me also say that forcefully evicting a person from a flight in the manner that they did is not the first time. In fact, I think it was in India, I can't remember, or Russia, where they even had to have military men, like SWAT team, come grab a person and lift them off the plane forcefully because they refused to come out. These things happen. The point I think we should even be talking about is if everybody had conducted themselves how they ought to, we would never have even had any reason to be here. Yes, you might want to say that Ibom have some role to play in this, but the lady also, if she had just simply walked out, maybe we wouldn't have had that problem.
But at least that aspect should be condemned.
Take some messages now. There are plenty of messages to take. Some on Facebook, someone says, this government is diverting attention from key areas of governance into chasing after individuals. No progress, no focus, bunch of confusion and incompetence everywhere. John Ugboji, that's you. Odepeli Gosoka on Facebook says, politics of bitterness everywhere for EFCC. Now going to arrest Tambuwal, who is detained and questioned. And I'm pretty sure if there is something for him to answer, I would have to answer it. Like one of the messages on WhatsApp said, let me look for it. It says, Andrew, good morning. EFCC arresting Tambuwal. That's a very good one. But my plea to the agents is that the arrests and functions should be holistic and not a form of witch hunt or one-sided. And that's where I think I agree with you, Pastor Olushola Rotimi from Igbo-Eche. That's where people would question, all right, what happens. Fidelis Elemowa said Kwamwan needs to go to jail. Now, this is another thing. If the Value Jet press charges, I don't know, but I'm pretty sure Ibom Air press charges. That's one. Besides, Kwamwan was also punished because remember, he was put on the no-flight list by the minister, so he can't fly. And that was what led to him bringing that apology that still wasn't really accepted. And let's also not forget, the minister said she was only detained because she didn't have sureties. Now, we are not sure whether Kwamwan had sureties that signed for him, and that was the reason why he wasn't detained. So there are several other things we need to get to ensure that we have the whole picture before we then begin to say the justice is elective. Because the pilot that even misbehaved was also punished as well. Remember, we'll take a short commercial. Good morning.
Nigeria Info. We'll be right back.